Today's shir is dedicated to Lilu Nishmas in memory of Rocha Leah Bas of Chaim Tzvi. The shir is going to focus on the Mitzvah of Tochacha. And it's important right at the outset to try and define what the Mitzvah of Tochacha is. What's meant by Tochacha? In most translations, one will find that the word Tochacha usually is rendered as rebuke, which I would say is not necessarily an incorrect translation, but I think it's somewhat misleading in the sense that the term rebuke is a harsh kind of term. It has a harsh tone to it. You rebuke somebody, you yell at somebody, you scream at somebody, and I think that misses a little bit of what Tochacha is supposed to be. And I think that the answer as to what exactly truly the word Tochacha means may be found by a comment in Rashi in Parshas Vayera of all places. It was an incidental comment, but an important comment where Rashi gives us a rule that applies at least to the word Tochacha as used in biblical Hebrew, and that is the following. The Torah tells us that when Avram and Sarah visited the land of Plishtim, and Sarah got taken by Avimelech, the king of the Plishtim, because Avram originally had said that Sarah was his sister and not his wife. And at the end of that whole episode, when everything got cleared out, the pasuk says in Bereshis Parakaf Pasuk Tazayin, "L'Sarah Omar Hinei Nasati Elef Kesef La'achich." I've given your brother, the person you told was my brother, 1,000 silver pieces, sort of as as an appeasement. As the pasuk continues, Hinei Hu Lach Sus Enayim L'Chol Asher Yitach. This will be sort of like to cover your eyes as a kind of appeasement, as I said. And then it says, Ve'es kol v'nochochas. Vav nun chav ches tav v'nochochas. An unusual word. And Rashi comments on that word that it's shorish. The root of that word is vav chav ches, which is the same word as tochacha. And Rashi says, what it means is, Lashon tochacha b'chol makom hu birur dvarim. The definition of v'nochochas in this pasuk and the word tochacha, whenever it appears, is birur dvarim, a clarification of facts. So when we speak about Tochacha, again often translated as rebuke, actually what we're speaking about is clarifying facts. You tell somebody what the reality is. You clarify a misimpression that the person may have, or something may have had, the person that doesn't understand something, and you tell them what's right, you show them what's correct. That's really what Tochacha is. So in its essence, this is what Rashi tells us. And again, I stress, Rashi tells us, he's commenting on this word in Parshas Vayera, but he says Lashon Tochacha b'chol makom. Whenever the Torah uses the word Tochacha or some such similar word, a word with that shoresh, it's talking about birur dvarim. In fact, later in Parshas Vayera, the Torah says in Parakaf Aleph Pasuk of Hey, v'hochiach Avram es Avimelech al odos ber hamayim asher gozlu avdei Avimelech. Avram informed Avimelech about the well that his servants had stolen. Avimelech's servants stole a well from Avram. Rashi there comments v'hochiach nisvakechim. The word vikuach in modern Hebrew as well means a debate. What is a debate? Well, each person tries to show the correctness of his particular position. So that's what Avram did. He wanted to inform Avimelech of what the facts are, what the truth is. The same idea, birur dvarim. So the real definition of Tochacha, the Mitzvah of Tochacha, is to clarify, to show somebody else that which is right. Now with that, we can understand therefore what the Torah means much later in the Chumash in Parshas Kedoshim, in Vayikra Parak Yud Tas Pasuk Yud Zayin. The Pasuk says, Lo sisna es achicha bilvavecha. Right, a person should not hate another Jew. Hocheach in his heart. Hocheach tochiach asamisecha v'lo sisa of chet. Rather, you should hocheach tochiach. Again, usually translated as you shall surely rebuke. But according to our definition, what it really means is you should show the person what's right. You should be mevarer the dvarim. You should clarify facts. V'lo sisa of chet, and do not bear a chet, do not bear a sin on his account. So that's the pasuk in Parshas Kedoshim, which is the source for the mitzvah of tochacha, birur dvarim, to clarify that which is right. A couple of points in the pasuk: don't hate somebody, don't be angry at another Jew, a fellow Jew, when he's committing averas, but rather show him what's right. You clarify the truth to him. You show him what's right, and don't bear a sin on his account. So therefore the mitzvah of Tochacha, as we're understanding and interpreting it now, is birur dvarim, to clarify the facts, to show somebody else what's right. Now, the end of the pasuk, v'lo sisa of chet, what does that mean? Don't bear a sin. So Rashi comments over there in Kedoshim, again, Parak Yud Tas Pasuk Yud Zayin and Sefer Vayikra, v'lo sisa of chet lo salbin es panav berabim. Do not publicly humiliate the person. In other words, when you show somebody what's right, you correct the person, you show somebody the truth, you have to do it in a way, oh yes, hocheach tochiach asamisecha, but v'lo sisa of chet, don't sin on his account. Meaning don't do it in such a way that humiliates him. You don't walk up to a person and say, hey, you fool, why are you behaving this way? Don't you know that's wrong? You rebuke the person. And again, that's why I don't love the term rebuke. I'm not saying it's incorrect, but it has that harsh tone to it. That's exactly what Rashi says, lo salbin es panav barabim. You don't publicly humiliate the person, but rather you call him over quietly and tell him, the Torah says we're not supposed to do this, or here's what we're supposed to do, and tell to the person in a nice way. That's how Rashi understands that the phrase lo sisal of chait is describing the manner in which one should fulfill the mitzvah of Tochacha. Show somebody the truth, show somebody what's correct, clarify facts to the person, but not in a way where you get angry and you humiliate the person, because of course then it'll be limited in terms of your effect. And the person will be angry and it'll cause bad feeling and so on. So lo sisal of chait. Interestingly, the Ramban has a different interpretation of that expression of lo sisal of chait. Ramban says something else. Ramban says you should certainly yes, a mitzvah, which he says is really unrelated to the first part of the pasuk, which is not our topic now. But the Ramban says v'lo sisa olav chait sheyi alecha asham kasher yechta v'lo ochachto so. Ramban says because if you're not going to do hochech tochacha, you're not going to show him what's right, then you will share